So hey guys, it's Allie, and it has been a while since I have talked to you guys, and I know some people on here probably don't know me, but I'm just gonna talk kind of about how I'm enlisting in the military right now, and I'm a part of it's called DEP, Delayed Entry Program, and that's just for anyone who has enlisted and is about to be shipped off, but they still have a little bit of time. So I don't go to boot camp until August 3rd, so I still have a few more months so I can enjoy my summer. It just consists of meetings you go to, and they just prepare you kind of for boot camp, answer any questions, check up on you, all sorts of stuff like that. And I will go more in depth in other videos of what that is, but I'm just kind of came on here to tell you that I decided to join the military because I just felt like it was the best option for me right now, especially since I've graduated from my community college and I really just still didn't know what exactly I wanted to do after. So of course the military has great benefits and you meet a lot of new people and you can travel and do all sorts of things that normal civilian people, wouldn't get the chance to do. So that was just kind of like a big reason I decided to. I don't really know the number one reason. I guess the number one was just because I had no direction really, and hopefully now, I'll get a little more direction. Or after the military, they'll give me more direction. But anyways, so the process is kind of long. It can take very long if you have kind of troubles throughout the way. If let's say you're a little bit older, I'm 20 right now, so I haven't really gone through that much with my life, but when you're older and let's say you've gotten in trouble with the law, you have any medical issues or drug issues, that kind of stuff, will definitely set you back kind of. So, of course you have to talk to a recruiter. I talked to my recruiter in January, and I was thinking about it, but I was still in school and I still wasn't sure if I wanted to or not. So I waited a few more months, and then recently, it was this month of May, I just kind of decided I'm about to graduate, I feel like I'm running out of time, so I might as well enlist now, because I know in the future if I don't, I would definitely regret it. But so when you get past all the paperwork with your recruiter, which is quite a bit, just kind of past history of things, medical, law, your family, you have to write tons of stuff about that down, and then send in a whole bunch of documents, and I had to send in my high school diploma, and then I haven't sent in it yet, but whenever I get my college transcript, then which has 65 credits. So instead of going in as an E1, I'll be going in as an E3, because I think if you have more than 43 credits, you go in as an E3, which is just 3 ranks higher than what you would be going in. So that's kind of nice, and just also your pay is more. So if you do have any college degree or any knowledge in a trade school or anything, then that definitely tell them, because you can get a bonus for that. They give bonuses for education, stuff like that. So, which I'm glad, because I feel like those 2 years of college I did wasn't a waste. So if you think that you did 4 years of college and you have all this knowledge and you're not going to use it now and you're listening to the military, you do get a bonus for it. So that is one big perk of it. I went to MEPS, which stands for Military Entrance Processing, Station, something like that. Anyway, so that is a long day, especially with all this COVID stuff going on. It is definitely weird. Even other officers that have done this are at the MEP office, and it's a lot of waiting. The whole process is waiting, so have good patience. Go to the MEP's office, and that's when they do your medical stuff. And hold on, I still have it. I am very sentimental. This is the sticker they give you at MEP's. Hopefully I'm allowed to show that. It just shows why you're there, kind of just an identification. And then also all these little things that you saw with the markers that were marked off for stations you had to go to. So first, this entire thing was the medical station. So you had to do vision, urine, blood, hearing, what else? Heart rate. They had to check your heart rate. check your weight, and check, all of your parts. So that is the longest process is the medical, because it's very long. Like, you have a lot of stuff you need to do. Like, it's pretty easy though. Hearing wasn't too bad. The eyesight, I wear contacts, but my eyesight was really bad. So what I originally wanted to do, I wanted to go in as aviation for the Navy, but my eyesight was so bad that that option kind of got eliminated. So I ended up being a YN, which I can explain that now, I guess. It stands for yeoman. So I'll be doing like administrative work, office work, taking phone calls, stuff like that. So and I'm also an FTS, so it's a yeoman FTS, full-time support, and that just means that my job's kind of a reservist job. So my contract is in for 8 years, but I'm only doing 4 years active, and then the last 4 years I don't need to do anything, like no drill or anything on weekends. That is just like in case we have a major crisis in the world and we go into World War III or something, or another pandemic happens. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So yeah, I'm in for 8 years, 4 active duty years though. And I need to get back on my train of thought. Okay, so back at MEPS. So all like the physical you kind of have with your doctor is just like a more in-depth what do you call it, like sports physical kind of, except for the doctors there aren't nice. They are very I wouldn't say mean, but their job is to make sure you don't pass medical, because they get paid, to find out if there's something wrong with you, whether that be like you were 8 years old and you had to go to the hospital because you had to get stitches. If it's that far back, then I really feel like you don't need to tell them at all, and your recruiter will definitely explain that to you. So after that long process of that and them checking, your lady parts or your man parts or whatever, yeah, it's really not that bad though. It was a pretty quick process, like that one was, just because I really don't have anything medically wrong with me, so she couldn't find, anything. But if you had surgeries in the past and stuff, you definitely need to make sure you get the paperwork for that, and your recruiter talked to you more about that. But I really didn't have anything, so thank goodness. If you have a tattoo, you're fine. Just you cannot get a tattoo from the time you like swear in to the time you ship off to boot camp, because it could get infected, and then it will set your time further back, and it just don't get a tattoo from now till you ship off. Which is kind of funny because my birthday was a few weeks ago, and I really, really wanted to get a tattoo for my birthday, but can't. So it's no big deal. I have like my entire life to get another tattoo. But so after you're done with medical, I got done on medical around 11, which 11 o'clock is when you have lunch. So you have lunch, and then go to the liaisons, and that's wherever, like, if you're Navy, Army, Marine, Air Force, any of that, you go to the offices at MEPS. They have an office for each branch. You go there and you talk to the officers there, and that's where they assign your job. And when you go there, you have like your top 5 jobs that you want. So they try to like start with, your number 1, try to find it, and then 2, 3. And right now with all this COVID stuff, it was a pretty long process for me. One that has enlisted during these times, I'm sure it was hard for them too, because a lot of the jobs weren't popping up on the list, mainly because, like schools were closed, and then like just kind of, I don't know, it was just really hard. And so luckily my officer that I had at the liaisons, he was really, really, really nice and persistent too, so he wanted definitely to make sure I got a good job. So I probably waited like an hour and a half just to find my job, and while doing that I had to take the longest survey in my life. Like, it was 100 questions, I swear. Probably like maybe 100 questions, but it took forever. But so they'll have you take a survey and then so yeah, I get assigned my job, which is a YN STF, and they give you this packet when you have sworn in. Basically, they give you this, and all this paperwork inside. Then they give you like your temporary contract right now, which your contract can change. Like mine says I'm an E1 right now. when I'll be going in as an E3, but it will change whenever I swear in my last time, because you swear in twice. The last time you swear in is whenever you ship off to boot camp. But yeah. Oh, and my job is for a yeoman. It is a 7-week training, so I'll be in Meridian, Mississippi for 7 weeks, and that is where my schooling will be at. Yeah, they give you like a ton of different like papers that are kind of helpful. Like, this is just about your job and what they do, and then they'll give you an app. Like, you'll already probably have the app by the time you're talking. You already probably have the app before they give you this, so you've already read over it. Basically, I've already read over what a yeoman was, because that was my very last one actually on the list that I wanted, so that kind of worked out. Anyways, so you get done with the liaison, they give you your job and everything, fill out even more paperwork, and then you gotta go through 3 phases. Phase 1, you gotta do more paperwork, I believe. Phase 2, that's fingerprints. They do like a ton of fingerprints on your hands. And then phase 3 is when you swear in. So yeah, then I swore in. I can add a video if you want of me swearing in.
I state your full name.
I, Aliana Rebecca Waddell,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey the orders
and that I will obey the orders
of the President of the United States
of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers
and the orders of the officers
appointed over me,
appointed over me,
according to regulations
according to regulations
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You may lower your arm.
And then this was the packet. Then they give you a water bottle, which is not near me, and they give you a hat. I can show you the hat actually. So they give you a hat as well, and I look terrible in hats, but we will just, yeah, we'll go with this. Oh God, whatever. So I've taken that. So this is what you wear to your DEP meetings. It says Department of the Navy, and then the back of it says Forged by the Sea. You see it? Kind of. So that's what the back of it says, and then this is what you would wear to your DEP meetings. Since, you know, COVID and stuff, we haven't been having like in-person DEP meetings, so they've all been via Zoom, which is kind of a hassle, not gonna lie, but I mean, it's pretty convenient since like you don't need to leave your house, which is nice. So yeah, this is what this shirt is. I've only been to one of my DEP meetings on Zoom, but they have it like once a month on the same day of every month. And so my next one, I'm not really sure what it's gonna talk about, but my first one was kind of just like going over the start packet a little, which is a packet that will kind of get you ready for boot camp. Just information like that, Sailor's Creed, you need to know, you know, the different officers and like so you can tell which officer is what, and what the rank is. So that's in here, and then a lot of like questions, pay questions, stuff like that. So that's like everything you really need to know before going into boot camp. And they definitely want to get your family and friends involved with the DEP meetings. So if you have a family member, it's always nice to have them like be in the video or just listening to the video, because they do answer a lot of questions for your friends or family, like your mom and dad and stuff. So yeah, that is kind of like my whole process of enlisting, and also why I enlisted, and I'm really excited for this journey. I ship out August 3rd, so I still have a few more months, but I will definitely keep you guys posted with everything, and I'll do more videos. I can do more videos about like what the DEP meetings really consist of, since I've only been to one, but I'll be in a few more before I leave. And then I definitely kind of want to show you like the physical training requirements and workouts for that. And if you guys have any questions, please just leave them down in the comments below, or contact me through my social media. I'll have that link below. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.